And I've got a check here made out to Bill Fry in the amount of $500 from GR10 Racing, and we're presenting it to you. There's your pole sitter for tonight, number 66, Bill Fry.
Sweet 100. I'm going to guarantee you within 3 or 4 more years, this is going to be the biggest race in the country. It's already the biggest payback in the country, and they're already talking about more money for next year. So this is a super show, and Billy John Gibbons has got a super facility. And right now, before we even start with these guys, let's thank them, because we love racing, and thank them for putting on a show like this. $118,000 for this easy race. Texas. He's getting in by the time. These last 2 cars made it. They had his last quick time and didn't make it. And let's give a warm welcome to Mr. 77, Robbie Starnes. Robbie's got in by the carriers right there. You're starting at the back. The main key to a 100-lap race is not get lapped. I mean, we've got some bad boys starting up the front. What's the main thing? It's a real slick track.
Keep somebody in between whoever leads while they ride. But as long as I keep the cars in between me and the first place car, and then it's in, that's what we shoot.
All right, Dayton, Texas, Mr. Robbie Starnes.
We're going to make a lap to leave here.
Number 33, Purkey. This man right here has been running awesome. Last week out in Kansas, MLRA show, he was checking out on them and kind of had a little bit of trouble and had to go to the back, spun out. But Al's been running strong in his 33, and he's got a long way to go, Al. What's the key to hooking up on this kind of a tacky surface?
I don't know, but I'm hoping for suggestions.
Well, he stumped me on that one. Al Purkey! This man right here is racing everywhere. He comes from Millersburg, Ohio. Number 72, racing Mason, John Mason. John, it's your first time to ever race with a lot of these cars. The majority of cars in the field are MLR8 cars. Now, you know, you run out on the East Coast. Found out we've got some bad competition around here in the super facility, but you got a long way to go. What's the key? And I know the main key to this is to set up with a rubber. What do you think about that? You might not want to tell what kind of rubber you got, but what kind of setup do you think?
Well, you know, that setup for rubber, that stops figure here. So we just took a big old yeah.
Right, that's the main guess. You got some fast cars in the front. The main thing is not getting lapped. What you think, a high groove or a bottom groove, or is it going to be a 2 or 3 lane groove track?
I think it's going to be a 2 or 3 lane track the way this place is. It's an awful nice facility. And, you know, where I started, it's just a matter of trying to keep out of the way of the leaders up front. We're probably going to get lapped by the first 3 laps.
All right, appreciate him coming. John Mason. He had to run the B heat race, and looked like to me he was making a new track down here, coming down on the infield. Number 21, Billy Moyer. Well, Moyer, normally you're starting at the front of one of these races, and it's very seldom to see you have to charge through the field. I know you're not going to tell your secret, but what about the setup for this? It's going to be right up against the wall. Looks like everybody's trying to get up on that cushion.
I think that's the fastest part of one time, but you just got to go with the guy in front of you.
Okay, you heard it. Car number 21, Billy Moyer. Well, what can I say about this one out here? He's just like a living legend on asphalt. He's coming back.
I can't even ask you a question because you would embarrass me with your intelligence. But so what is the key to this race?
Let my chauffeur answer that.
Okay, so that means let this car. He's got a brand new car, and he's going to let the car be the key to it.
See, we came here this week wanting to be as fast as Billy, and we're just as fast, but we're all back here at the back.
I'll tell you what, this car right here, Doug's pulling small out of Springfield, car number 5, has got to be one of the baddest cars on this track.
Number 5, Leslie Esri. Leslie, it's kind of different to see you starting in the back right here, and I hate to ask the same question, but I know that the top of the track looks like it's going to be the groove, and whoever's going to hook it up around the front of that might have to be awesome. What's it going to do to run down Bill Fry?
It's going to have to be real fast.
What about this rubber situation? This track looks like it's slicking over. Is it going to be taking rubber?
We'll learn about every different combination of car you could imagine out in here. So, I don't know.
Okay, the main key is going to be what you put on the rear and the right front. Car number 5, Mr. Leslie Astry. Number B4, he's going to be coming to you out of Grayson, Kentucky. First time to come over on this side of the Mississippi. Number B4, Black Jack Boggs. Well, Mr. Boggs, I know you're a bad runner on that side, and you've got a pretty good field of cars up in front of you. You're kind of bad. I know you got in, you run third in your heat, had a little bit of trouble qualifying. The track's been fast and been slow. And what about it tonight? Is it going to be a fast track? You think it's going to be slick enough that everybody's going to be spinning, not real fast?
I think you'll be spinning some, but I believe you'll have better racing.
What about this 4 lanes? Can we race 2 and 3 abreast?
Yeah, it looks like it. Almost a photo finish in the Consys, you know.
You bet. Car number B4, Jack Boggs. 5,000.
Win.
He said he's going to win. That's a good thing. What about the lap traffic? You start out about the middle. We're going to have I hope no wrecks at all. We're going to go green, white, checkered. But we're going to be starting right in the middle. We're going to be kind of bunched up. What's the key to keeping out of trouble?
I don't know. These guys run as fast as they do. I'm just going to try to keep moving.
Okay, there he is, G2, Mr. David Gibson. Watches while his wife does everything. And I promise you, hey, is there another woman around anywhere, not here, but in the United States, that knows more about a race car than her?
I don't know of.
I promise you that's a true fact. Well, this next man here, he's going to be starting back, and normally he's always starting right on the front. Now, as I was saying a little bit earlier, I don't really know what to ask Scott, because I know that he's got a ticket that when the checkered flag, unless he's got trouble, he's going to be up towards the front. But it's not normal for you starting back here, is it, Scott?
We've started in the back quite a few times, and we're not really that worried about it. We just want to stay out of trouble. We know we're going to run fast all day, and we'll be there at the end.
You heard it. There he is, Scott Bloomquist. To be one of the biggest. Like I said to these guys, you're starting right in the middle. What's your key to come to the front, Ronnie?
Well, you know, we got 100 laps. It's a long race. The racetrack's kind of slow. You know, that'll make it an even longer race. You know, we're going to try to pick our way up through there, hope we made the right choices, and hope that we're up to the front, you know, as soon as we can get there.
Okay, Knox to pick up the pace, but you're not, I don't believe you've ever come to West Plains here before, have you?
I was here last year once.
He's been here one other time, so what about the difference here in the track surface? I know they've all new dirty, and there's a little bit of difference.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different. I'm just glad I'm standing here talking to you.
Okay, well, I do appreciate that. Good luck to you. Number 92 is Mr. Delbert Smith. Well, Delbert, I know last night you had a bad heat. You ran second. You was doing all you could do to keep Scott off your back bumper, and you ran a super race, and you got the car with the right combination again tonight.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident the car is going to be good.
Okay, McCroskey. Rex, I know that this is probably your favorite racetrack in the country. You know it from the bottom to the top. What's your secret?
We're going to go fast, turn left, stand on the gas.
You heard it from your 1992 MLRA point champion, Mr. Rex McCroskey.
Racing for a pretty good while. There's some younger cats out here. What's your know what's going on? I know we got about half McCurries and half Hoosiers.
Well, I like to think I know a little bit more about them, but I don't know whether I do or not.
I think he's doing good. Mr. Larry McDaniel. In the front rows, Eddie, you're starting a ninth starting position. You got a good starting spot. What's your key to success?
Just hope I can win this thing when it's over.
Well, that's the main thing. What the combination? We've heard it's going to be a kind of a slow track starting out because it's going to be a slick surface, and some of them's going soft, some of them hard. What do you kind of think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be soft also.
Okay, there he is. Down the super shows a lot, and you've got a super field of cars here, Skeet. And you're starting at a fourth row outside. You got a super starting space. You're starting on the outside. Is that where you're trying to hook your car up to run?
Well, we run there in the hot lap. It felt pretty good up top. We changed tires. It's going to be a chassis tire combination deal. There's going to be some going fast at the start and some coming in the end. It's going to hang in there until the end, hoping to be there up front.
All right, you heard it from everybody. The main thing, Willis. Okay, Howard, you run an awesome section last night in car number 6. Looked like you was about to get under him. You was right on the bottom of this racetrack. Do you think that's where the crew's going to be for you tonight?
The bottom, I don't think it's going to be like it was last night. I wish it was, but just have to do the best we can and hope there's something there. We'll we'll see what happens as the race goes on.
Number 23, Howard Willis. Racing paper, and you'll read his name every week, Mr. Bob Pierce. Bob, I know you're always up in the front, and you're starting in the third row outside. You got an awesome starting position. The key is, I know it's the rubber, but this track they're talking about is going to be starting out slow because it's slick. You think it's going to start taking rubber a little later in the race?
Well, normally a track like this, with all the running we've had on it this week already, and they pound the track pretty hard, it's packed down tight, it normally would do that, but I just don't think so. It looks like it's going to stay kind of slippery, and it might get some traction, but I don't think it's really going to lay rubber down and get real fast. But it's going to come a slippery race.
You heard it, Mr. Okay, Wendell, you've heard it's going to be slick, going to be fast, and I know you've been trying. What about me? He was quicker than everybody on the laps, and everybody's had him on the clock, so how are we going to run him down? What's your secret to run him down?
I don't know. I think we just changed every shot and spring on the cars. We'll either be good or we'll be bad.
Okay, car number 6, teammates and buddies up here also, and I know you're going to be starting the outside. Is that going to be your groove?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say right now. About all over the track.
Haul him around, but you want to go around him. What's your key to go around him?
I may just run in the back end of him, push him up, and drive by him.
Woo, I know there's a lot of people who'd like to see some action. Johnny Virden! Go outside with some of the baddest boys in dirt. Is there any kind of intimidation knowing somebody might be running behind you, pushing, wanting to get around?
Well, probably a little bit. I'm used to this kind of a situation. We're going to make the best that we can.
You heard it, Mr. Skip Thompson. Arkansas, they call him Fast Fry. It's Bill Fry. Okay, Bill, I know you was one of the favorites right here at the West Plains Speedway, and I hate to admit it because you're competition, but you've been one of the baddest things on dirt, and we've been trying to chase you down all year. You've had starting out awesome. I mean, you're starting right out here in the front, and a lot of guys are saying it's going to be hard to run him down. He's been so much faster. Do you think that there's going to be somebody on your bumper, and do you think this track is going to be slick or going to get faster?
The racetrack's changed a lot from last night. I really think everybody's going to be a lot closer in the way.
Bill, you're starting on the bottom of this racetrack. When you give it the gas and you get a green flag, are you wanting to go on this turn 1 on the bottom, or are you going to try to stick that car up the top?
I'm going to stay at the bottom and see what happens.
He's a local favorite right here, and he's starting to make his name known all over the country. Car number 66, Bill Fry.
Getting ready to begin one of the biggest shows on dirt to the Show Me 100. And once again, we want to thank Don and Billy Gibson for this facility and putting this kind of money on the line for you to come watch and for these guys to participate in. We're going to get them strapped in for the most important words in racing, getting them ready to go. We're going to stop at 50 laps because these cars are on alcohol, and they can run 60 to 70 laps. We're going to stop, fuel them, and go back. But gentlemen, you're strapping yourself in. We're going to say the most important words in racing. Everybody start with me. 3, 2, 1, start your engine!
Appreciate you. Be careful. Give me one favor now, being the everybody in there. Yeah, you just beat them down.
wasn't just me. We made the right choice on tires, I guess. Started coming around with this roll. Trying to get the right combination with something, I guess.
Billy, it looked like, I mean, he was absolutely awesome. He had a little bit of late luck. What was the reason for this so many flats? I mean, did everybody might be going the wrong compound, but, I mean, so many cars that right here trouble, they go in and put on another right here, you think, you know, they make the right choices. I can feel it. There's a lot of right here problems.
I was just praying the last 50 laps that wasn't going to happen, and some of the others looked like it was going down, and, you know, it's just, my wife, I got to mention her and my little boy. They work on this car as hard as I did.
Okay, Billy Moyer.